Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2019 general readings. We're looking at the first half of August from the 1st to the 15th. Welcome to everyone here, any newcomers or first timers, and welcome back to any followers and subscribers, and thank you for taking the time to tune in today. And for those of you who send in all your support, feedback, and comments, like, shares, subscribes, always welcome and always appreciated. Thank you. And of course, always a big shout out and a note of gratitude to all of my clients out there, regular and new, for keeping me so busy with personal readings. And I'm so grateful that so many of you keep coming back time and time again. You honor me with your trust in reading for you, and I'm grateful for it, so thank you. If any of you out there are interested in scheduling a personal reading with me, you can click on the description link below for more info and contact details. Or go to my YouTube channel's homepage and click on the About button there. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I can usually respond to your initial inquiry with more info within the same day or the first 24 hours. And scheduling is pretty good too. I do readings full time, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. And I'm pretty diligent at working with other people's schedules and my own to get you readings as quickly as possible. I know that is often a challenge I hear from clients in trying to schedule readings with psychics, when they're very busy during a time frame that's relevant to what you want to discuss. So I work pretty hard to try and get you readings as quickly as we can. So email me if you're interested, and we'll set something up for you. I offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. All right, let's move into this. This reading is for the air sign of Gemini for the first half of August 2019. Our beautiful twins, Gemini. Let's see what the first half of August has in store for you. Remember to watch your other signs if you know them, rising, moon sign, Venus signs. General readings can always resonate a little differently, and sometimes your other signs will resonate a little more predictably for you at different times. Okay, Gemini, we begin with the Ace of Swords, air energy, your energy, followed by the Five of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Wands. From the bottom of the deck, overall focus and energy and or the challenge is the King of Wands. So Gemini, it looks like there's been a conflict going on. Could be with one person or a group of people, but it looks like you're going to be getting kind of a new idea, a new way, a different way of looking at it, or a new idea as to how to solve this that's going to bring forward a successful conclusion to it, or a successful way to deal with it. This Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is air energy, mental energy, how we think, what we believe, what our ideologies are, and because that affects the way that we communicate our own words and our ideas. That's what the energy of swords, that air energy, which is the element which governs this suit, that's what that energy is about. Everything that goes on up in our heads, truth, illumination, higher education, learning, and because the way that what we believe and the way that we perceive things affects the way that we communicate ourselves. So aces represent a new start, a new beginning. The seed, the spark, which if you take care of it, it will grow into something. The Ace of Swords is a card that can represent success that comes after a bit of a challenge or a struggle. It's success that comes through a new idea, a new perspective, illumination of something, kind of the epiphany or the light bulb going off over your head, aha moment. New information, new ideas, seeing something in a completely different light. Because the Ace of Swords brings truth, clarity, illumination. That sword comes in and it cuts away all the emotional baggage around something and exposes and illuminates the truth of something. It's seeing it in the light of truth. And what clarifies it is the Five of Wands, which is conflict, internal conflict, external conflict, can be gossips and rumors sometimes, fighting over the same thing over and over and over again. And it is somewhat petty in nature because it's a 5, 10 being completion. Nobody winning, nobody losing because they're practicing. It's sparring weapons here. Nobody's out to kill each other. But nobody's backing down either because everybody's focused on winning. I must win. I have to win, you know. So it can represent, you know, kind of circular fighting, going around the same thing over and over again. And it can also be a group of people who are just petty, or there could be some gossip or rumors going around, you know, a group of people that you belong to or that you see on a regular basis. There's some kind of clarity that you're getting about this conflict. There's some kind of a new perspective, and I feel like it's coming with a pretty good idea of how to actually solve this or make it better, or even remove yourself out of it. But I feel like it's going to give you a way to deal with this conflict. Because next to that we have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, another ace. You have 2 aces in this reading, and I really like to see multiple aces because to me, aces represent beginnings, and they can also represent something that brings success. It's kind of like the fairy dust that sparks something. It's like a little extra, not really good luck, but it's an extra dose of positivity. So pages represent young people, children, messages, messengers. They always represent being at the introductory phase of something. For some of you, this might be about a child or a young person, or somebody acting like a child or a young person. Maybe that's what the source of the conflict is. But pages can also represent just being at the introductory phase of something. They're just starting, they're young, they're youthful, whether they are chronologically or not. They're at the beginning of a path. This is the Page of Pentacles, earth energy. So this is practical, earthly energy. The Page of Pentacles is at the place where he's or she is just beginning to realize what it actually takes in a very practical way to kind of embark on the path that he's on, to actually walk the path, you know, how to actually put something together. Like, just, you know, he knows pages are just starting off, and they know that they have a lot left to learn, but they're willing and eager to learn. The Page of Pentacles is really ready to, he's kind of starting to gain an understanding and awareness of what it actually is going to take to create something or continue walking down the path he's on towards building up security and stability in something. And it's about beginning to get the tools and the skills and the knowledge to be able to do something. And for you, this is and this is an exciting new beginning here. So there's some clarity coming in. There's some new ideas, new information that's going to give you more clarity over some conflict that you've been having, perhaps with another person or other people, or even competitive energy as well. I mean, for some of you, it might be success in a competitive event or a contest of some kind, and you've gotten you've gotten from somewhere this idea of how you can win, or how you can enter into this with the idea and the hope of winning as well. Because whatever this illumination or this truth or this clarity or this idea, this new perspective is, it gives you the sense that you can start gathering what you need to actually be successful, particularly in overcoming any conflict or any competition in having a new beginning. Now, your focal energy over the first half of August and or your challenge is the King of Wands. And I'm reading this as an actual specific person. Now, it's showing up as a king, so it's likely a male, but it could be a female for some of you. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, sun, moon, or rising, or somebody that comes across as the King of Wands, or that you see as the King of Wands. This is fire energy. That's the element which governs the suit of wands. So this is a dynamic person, energetic. You know, he can be aggressive or competitive sometimes. He's a good leader, charismatic, probably easy on the eyes, a real go-getter, not one to rest on his laurels for very long. He'll figure things out, and if they don't work, he'll figure something else out and get going on that as well. This is somebody who, you know, is very dynamic and is often the initiator of change, and not afraid to be that as well, because, you know, he or she is a king. They've grown and matured and evolved beyond this young page energy and the youthful knight energy. And so this is somebody who has a handle on, you know, on the character traits inherent to their suit. So they've mastered, they're in self-control and discipline over that lovely fire, spontaneous, impulsive energy, and they know how to harness it and make it work for them rather than against them. So this could be somebody that you're competing against or competing with. I mean, it could be someone that you're having this conflict with, but I don't really feel that for many of you, Gemini. I feel like for many of you, this King of Wands is actually being very influential, helpful, or instrumental, particularly in the first half of August, in whatever this Five of Wands is, whether it's conflict with another person or other people. He's helping give you a new perspective on how to deal with this and how to begin to put things together so that you can deal with this. If it's, you know, a competition or contest or some kind of competitive energy, this is somebody, it might be a coach or a mentor or somebody who's, you know, helping you, teaching you to what you need to do to learn and to grow and to be able to put this together, so that you can continue to walk down this path that you're just beginning on. If it's conflict with other people, he's going to be key in helping give you a perspective and maybe a new way of looking at it too. And here, let me give you a different perspective, and let me help, you know, start to teach you some of the tools so that you can manage this kind of conflict and kind of elevate yourself out of it. Doing something different in a different way. Like, I feel like a lot of you are in this page energy in a very positive way in which that you are actually learning and growing quite a bit during this time period. Let's pull one final advice and guidance card. And I really feel like this King of Wands is instrumental in a positive, helpful way for you. Whether or not they're a fire sign, they're coming across that way, or you see them that way. Advice and guidance for Gemini for the first half of August. The Fool. So this is taking a risk, stepping off the beaten path, doing something different, exploring something new, brand new beginnings. The Fool is just getting ready to embark on a new journey. It's about new beginnings and the potential and promise of what lies ahead. And doing something in a different way, doing a completely different thing, or in a completely different way, stepping off the beaten path. So you have three cards here, this Fool and two aces, about starting something new, embarking on something new, and being really excited about it too, especially after you have this new way of looking at it, this new idea and information, which I feel is linked directly to this King of Wands, and it's going to help you overcome any conflict, competition, or combination of both of those. Really lovely, powerful kind of energy. I feel like this path that you're starting off on, you might be a bit nervous, but you're also excited about it as well. So Gemini, that wraps up your reading for the first half of August 2019. I hope that you found it quite helpful. I found it rather very exciting and energizing. I mean, if it's an actual conflict between people, I feel like a lot of you are kind of excited to try something new as a way to end the conflict. And quite a bit of actually kind of positive competitive energy too. The one positive thing about good, healthy competition is that it pushes us and challenges us to learn, to grow, to do better, to know what our limits are, and to push those as well. So I hope that this reading resonated with at least some of you. If you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or would like to schedule a personal reading with me, you can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life: love and romance, relationship compatibility readings, career work and finance, investment readings. I offer 6 and 12-month life overviews, which take a look at what's coming in all the main areas of your life over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look, which are really good for planning and preparing in a general way, or if you have kind of an ongoing situation. And I also offer gift readings for people. Personal readings are very unique to the individual, of course, so they make great gifts for friends, family, and loved ones as well. So a variety of things to choose from. If you're interested, I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you all again in a couple of weeks, Gemini, for the August 2019 mid-month readings, where we'll take a look at the second half of the month. Until then, as always, I wish you much joy, peace, love, and happiness, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.